beautiful glam fam, glam girls, glam everyone, welcome back to my channel. So we're in my bedroom and you know we're all in quarantine right now. If you hear noise, it's my neighbors. Of course, when I film, people have to make noise. Anyway, so you know we're all in quarantine and I just wanted to make more content for you guys, and I posted a picture of my hair and asked you if you guys wanted to see how I cut my own hair at home, because I showed you that I cut it in my story. By the way, if you're new to this channel, welcome. My name is Gabriellaglamour, or like my alias on YouTube suggests, Gabriellaglamour, glamour. Please subscribe, like this video. We do everything here: fashion, home decor, random things, vlogs, lifestyle, cooking, makeup, everything. So please subscribe, it would mean a lot to me. I would love to get to 200,000 subscribers, and of course follow me on all my platforms if you would like to follow me there. Things linked down below. So anyway, I thought it'd be fun. By the way, I didn't make my bed. This is real life, quarantine life. I thought it'd be fun to show you guys how I cut my own hair at home. So you can do this when your hair is freshly wet, or you can do it like I am now where my hair is straightened. I wouldn't do this when your hair is curled, because you're not going to be able to clearly see every strand of hair and the entire length of your hair. So I actually use little manicure scissors, but if you have real hair cutting shears, feel free to use those. I just find that the little manicure scissors are really good for what I do, because I'm not cutting a lot of hair. This is just maintenance to keep my hair healthy, cut off the split ends and keep it growing and stuff like that, especially now because I am growing out all of the blonde that I have. I've been dyeing my hair blonde for a really long time, and you can see that it is growing out a lot. My hair does grow pretty fast. You guys do ask me like what I use to make that happen. I don't use anything besides just drinking water and trying to eat somewhat healthy, you know, regular lifestyle. I don't take any special vitamins. The only thing I can say is like try not to use so much product on your hair. I don't use gel, I don't use mousse, I don't use a lot of hairspray, I don't use a lot of dry shampoo. I like to use more conditioning products. I do use dry shampoo sometimes, but I'm not like a huge fan of it, and it's also not good for your follicles. Like it stops your hair from growing and it clogs the pores of your scalp, which also create like hair loss. So I'm not a huge fan of it. I also try to use the proper brushes. So I use brushes that are meant for, you know, being gentle on the hair. Again, regular cutting, and then I also like to use cold water to rinse my hair, because I have curly wavy hair and it is just better for the hair to use cool water. But other than that, I don't really have like any crazy tips. Like I said, just drink a lot of water, cut your hair regularly, use cold water, less styling, less products, and overall leave your hair alone. Drink a lot of water, and that's the best I can say. Some people just naturally their hair grows faster. Mine doesn't grow as fast as others, but might grow faster than yours. You know what I mean? Like everyone's hair is different. Anyway, let's get into the actual cutting. Another thing I can also recommend, because I just thought about it, is to style your hair when it's already dry. So let your hair air dry after you wash it, and then once it's dry, go in with the blow dryer or your straightener or curling iron or whatever it is that you're going to use, whatever tool. Because if you do it when your hair is already dry, you're going to spend less time applying heat, and you also don't have to worry about taking the moisture out of your hair. So I'm just going to give it another quick pass so that my hair is nice and straight. I usually do this when my hair is wet, but I figured now is the best time. If my hair is straight and I need to do a cut, it's a perfect time, because you get to see everything and it's easier. So again, just part it down the middle as best as you can. It doesn't have to be like super perfect, but you definitely want it to be as even as possible. So I like to kind of start from where the part is and then just feel my way down to where it's as even as possible, and then brush the hair out from where you feel that separation is, just so that you get as much of the hair on the side as possible, and you get a good even, you know, situation. So if you have layers, what you want to do is separate the hair into, you know, maybe 4 pieces instead of 2. I really don't have layers. I try to keep my hair one length. You can see there are pieces that are a little bit shorter, but that just comes from cutting it and also from a little breakage like in the front. But I don't really have layers, so for me it's not imperative to do like 4 sections. But if you do have a lot of layers, you're gonna want to maybe do 4 sections instead. I'm just gonna work with 1 section. So what I do first is I'll work on the bottom part, and I'll just take the whole hair and make sure that the brush is going through it. If you have to do this in multiple parts because your hair is thicker, that's different. I like to go all the way to the longest part first, and you see how all of this other hair is not as long, so we're gonna do that separately. Go to the very end. I like to pinch it in my fingers. As you can see the ends right there. So I'll pinch it and take my little scissors. I should have brought them. So what I'm going to do is go across the bottom like this and just snip away as much as I'm trying to snip away, usually like 1/2 inch to 1 inch. I mean, obviously I know that if you're a hairstylist out there, you might say like, your hair is fried, you need to cut off, you know, like 3 inches. Maybe that's how you feel. But I just don't have the bravery to do that. So now that the longest piece is cut, I'm gonna kind of go in like the second piece, which would be like the shorter piece, and again do the same thing. You can see those broken pieces that are falling. Those are more like the front pieces. So I'm doing the same thing. And then I'll take the brush and kind of grab the bangs. Do that as its own piece, because usually those are the shortest ones. And just do the same thing. So every time you go to the longest piece and you get all these fallen parts, cut the longest piece. And then, because you want to make sure you're cutting it so that you're getting all those, you know, broken ends. Now I'm going to the part that fell. This is the even shorter part. And we're going to cut these because this is where all the split ends are. And this is what's causing the hair to break. So by cutting these on a normal, on a regular basis is what I mean, you're kind of preventing further breakage. So you want to make sure that you're not just taking the whole side of the hair, cutting these ends and calling it a day, because there's more ends. See all those pieces that are falling? Each of those strands, there are different lengths, so you want to make sure you're cutting each of those strands. So I'll look down at the whole of the hairs and then again do a little snip. So I'm really cutting. I mean, if I'm being honest, I probably should cut this whole thing off, right? But I don't have the guts to do it because I like my hair long. So cutting like 1 inch, you know, every couple months and kind of feathering it just kind of makes me feel better. And it does help with the health of the hair. And you can see when you look down at both sides, you can see the difference. Look at the length difference. You can definitely see it, and it makes such a difference. Your hair is gonna feel healthier. And again, I do the same thing on this side. Grab the hair from the bottom, go through all the way down to the longest piece. And I like to do a feather cut, which is like this way instead of going straight across, because by doing this, you're gonna get a softer look, less chance of it getting messed up. The hair is gonna flow nicely. And then of course you wanna make sure that you are measuring, so I'll put them side by side and kind of just see how the pieces stack up lengthwise when I do this. You could also, another thing you could do is actually put the hair together like this, brush that out, and then cut from there to the front. And that will give you a nice even, you know, piece so that the hair is pretty much even. So again, I'm gonna take that second half, kind of like if you were to divide it into 4 pieces, cut the longest, take the longest piece again, a little snip there. And that's why I like using these little scissors, because you have a lot of control with this and you really won't take off so much, you know. You have a lot of control. It's almost foolproof. You don't run the risk of chopping off an inch at a time, you know. So again, you see how there's some layers here. So when I go like this, all those broken pieces will fall down and I can better cut those because the longer ones will be out of the way. And you always want to ask the person you're with if you can, or maybe set up your phone to take like a timed picture of how your hair looks in the back. See, we have a nice even cut. We have someone take a picture for you or take a timed photo just so you can see yourself. And that's it, guys. That's how I do my at-home haircut. It's really that simple. Like I said, if it's easier, divide your hair in 4 sections. I'm just so used to doing it that it's kind of easier for me to grab the hair and then I can see where I'm cutting it and stuff like that. But if you need to do more sections, feel free. I hope this was helpful for you guys, gave you some ideas on how to cut your hair at home, especially now that we're on lockdown. And if you're someone who gets haircuts often, or you were about to get one, or you just need to do it and you're home and you have the time, I hope this helps you guys. Again, please like and subscribe. Let me know that you like this video. Leave a comment. I love you, and everything that you want to know is linked down below. Anything you see in this video you like, links down below where you can shop makeup. You can shop pretty much my entire Instagram, my YouTube. I have a full page where you can shop home decor, fashion, beauty, hair products, everything I love. There will be a link down below, so definitely check those out. I love you, stay glam, and I'll see you in the next one. We're all in this together. I love you.